How do you replace a gas valve and set the gas pressure on a 2-stage gas valve? You're watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad, this is Taddy Digest. Let's go. We got an Amana package gas unit here. Behind this door is where our gas section is. We've got our burners right here. We've got our burner assembly. We have our manifold pipe that comes out of the outlet side of the gas valve. This is our gas valve. And you can see I've already unplugged this plug that goes to it. We got 3 wires because it's a 2-stage gas valve. So we got a common wire, we got a main valve wire, and a high stage valve wire. We got 2 stages, low and high. So what we're gonna do to start replacing this valve is, of course, we're gonna unplug the disconnect. Next, we're gonna turn off the shutoff for the gas supply. Then we're gonna get our pipe wrenches. We're gonna put one here. We're gonna put one here. That way we can break this union loose. Super simple. You may have to adjust your pipe wrenches. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Wow, that is on there. Okay. Get a better angle here. Oh, man. All right, got it loose. It's been there a while. All right, now that that's loose, good deal. Whoa, look at this. Looks like somebody put some mulch here, kind of covered this up. I'm gonna get this drain tube out of the way. All right, because that'll help. Let's get that out of the way for now. I'll put that back in when we're done. All right, now, next step, I don't know if we can, yeah, we're not gonna be able to turn this whole pipe. I think we need to take this piece off next. So I'm gonna do that. So definitely have some pipe dope with you, some pipe thread sealant. Check it out right here. Take this off next. See there? Easy peasy. Because this would just be digging in the dirt. And I don't need that. I'm gonna get some of this out of the way here. All right, now, put a pipe wrench right here. Now we may have to put a pipe wrench on the valve itself as well. Yeah, see, look, it's turning as well. Look at that, see that? See? See how the whole valve is turning? Not good. So how can we put a wrench on there? Push it back a little bit, okay? Since we're turning the gas line and the valve, I need to put a pipe wrench on the valve like this. But I'm not gonna be able to fit my other pipe wrench in there. So what I'm gonna do is take the 4 screws that hold the manifold pipe to the burner assembly out. So, all right, now, see, we can put our wrench on there. See, like that. All right, now it's loose enough, we can turn it by hand. Got those 2 pieces off. Next step, since we got it out, we can actually work with it. Put this wrench here. Put this pipe wrench here. We're gonna go ahead and break it loose. Look at that. Now, whenever you get the valve out, you're gonna notice there's an arrow. See the arrow? Gas flows this direction. So don't put it in this way, put it in this way. All right, so we take these out. I'm just gonna take this side out. I'm gonna leave this one in. Now we take our pipe thread sealant. This is an intermittent problem. Sometimes you have intermittent problems like gas valves sticking. And that's what happened. Was this one was stuck closed. Sometimes it would open, Sometimes it wouldn't open. You got to make sure there's the proper voltage. And if there is, and there's no gas on the outlet side, but there's gas on the inlet side, probably have a bad valve. Make sure we get this nice and tight. Make sure that you have the valve in the correct position. Is this going to work? No, it's not going to work. We need the valve over here, like this. Get my wrench on there, tighten it up. Gas valves are really easy to replace. You just got to make sure that you have the correct tools. Got to make sure you have pipe wrenches. I'd say that's really tight. Now that we've got the gas valve in the correct position, tightened to this manifold pipe containing all of the orifices, we're ready to install. But before we install, I am going to loosen up the outlet screw for this outlet port so that I can go ahead and install my tube for my manometer. Why am I doing this while this is out? Because it's much easier to get to. Amana, I think, Goodman, Daikin, is one of the only units where it's a little bit harder to loosen up these outlet screws or the inlet screws just because of the position of the valve. It's all the way at the bottom of the unit and it's just hard to get to. But while it's out, take a look. Look at that. So easy. Do we need to take the screw out all the way to measure the gas pressure? No, we don't have to do that. We just loosen up that outlet screw, slip the tube over the port, and now we're ready. Now we can go ahead and, let me get all this out of the way. Go ahead and put this in place. And that's where it goes. Now I can take out this cap. Now I need to go ahead and screw in the manifold pipe in place on the burner assembly. And then we'll use our pipe dope and go ahead, and I gotta clean that out. Look at that. I need to clean that out. Now we're going to put the pipe thread sealant on our threads so we can reconnect our pipe that contains our drip leg. Remember, you need a drip leg before your appliance, like your gas furnace, your gas valve. Why? That way you can catch all that sediment. See, that's the drip leg. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tighten this, but before I tighten it up and really get my wrenches on there, remember, I don't want my valve moving. So I got to push this back and get my wrench on that valve. Look at that. Look at that. Now you can see it coming together. This piece is going to go on here, reconnect this union, and then we're going to do a good soak test on all these fittings. That way we don't have any leaks. Remember to soak test after you get done putting gas line together. If you do new gas line from a new meter or a propane tank, you always need to do an air test, pressure test. If you don't know anything about that, put a link in the description for a video. Shows you how to do an air test with compressed air. Tighten it up. Oh yeah, that's on there. Now, add some thread sealant. I like to add a lot. All right. That is just beautiful. Now, change the position of the wrenches. Come on, buddy. Oh yeah. That is on there. Now we need to push these two ends together. That way we can connect our union back in place. Make sure there's not too much tension. Also, if you think one of these ends that connects to the union have become loose, make sure you tighten those up before you tighten up the union. Otherwise, you may have to take it back apart. You don't want that. Always turn on the gas valve. That way I can bleed the gas. For this, we probably don't have to because there's really not a lot of line. All right, now to tighten up the union, I want to have 2 pipe wrenches, one here and one here, and then, oh yeah, it's not going anywhere. We have connected the gas pipe. We have connected the drain pipe. Now, something I just realized that I should have done was loosen up the caps for the adjustment screws for the low and the high side gas pressure. You can see those caps. I've already loosened them up with my little stubby, my little flathead screwdriver, so I can just take those caps off, take a look. Now I can adjust the gas pressure for the low stage and the high stage. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in. Boop. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the disconnect. Boop. Yes! Now, one thing you wanna be careful of is setting right here in front of the exhaust, right? We got CO, fresh CO coming at us, so don't sit here too long. Now let's go ahead and zero out our manometer. And let's see what we got. Very easy to adjust gas pressure. Make sure the valve is on. Now you can see we're in high stage, it's 3.7. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my flathead and turn the adjustment screw for the high stage counterclockwise. So it's about 3.5 now. So 3.48. Now we're gonna wait until it goes into low stage, and then we're gonna set that for about 1.7 to 1.9. Now, if you don't wanna wait for low stage, what we can do is we can take and energize W1 instead of W2. See the black wire that goes to W2? Gonna take it off. Now it should energize low stage. Low stage is 2.61, way too high. So now I'm gonna take and adjust the screw for the low stage, if I can get it in there. Look at that. Look at that. We'll leave it about 1.8, 1.9. Beautiful. Most important step, turn the gas valve off, take the tube for the manometer off of the outlet port, and please do not forget to tighten up the outlet screw. I left the outlet screw loose one time. It was like my first week of service calls for gas heat, and I left and it blew the doors off and caused a fire, and it was terrible. It was like $2,000 of damage. I learned my lesson. I will never do that again. Messing with gas is very dangerous. Be careful. All right, I'm gonna get this in here and I'm going to tighten it up. You can see I got the Allen tool in that outlet port screw, and now I'm tightening it up, and it's tight. All right, now reinstall the caps, put the doors back on. Now you should know how to replace a gas valve and set the gas pressure on a 2-stage gas valve. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and smash that bell. Ding, so you know what I'm doing. If you have questions, put your questions down below, because remember, questions can lead to new content. But if you don't have any questions, that's okay. Let me know who you are and let me know where you're from. If you want more videos like this, remember, I've got a playlist titled HVAC Tips for Technicians. I've got hundreds of videos of live experience as a technician to help you be a better technician. So check out that playlist to learn more. If you want to learn more about gas valves and troubleshooting, whether it's the control board or the gas valve, I'll put a video down below. Go click the link to that video to learn more. You've been watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad. This was Taddy Digest, and I'll keep you cool if you let me.